Have you ever been distracted by someone chewing too loudly at dinner? Or the noisy clicking of a keyboard in a quiet room? Perhaps it's someone talking just a bit too loudly in public. For most people, these noises fade into the background, but for me, they don't. A couple years ago, I was diagnosed with misophonia, a condition where certain everyday sounds and pitches feel amplified and impossible to ignore. More recently, I learned I also have ADHD, which makes sustaining attention even more difficult. Perhaps some of you can relate. I thought that I just had to deal with this on my own, but I soon learned that this related to a question that changed everything. How do humans and machines learn to focus on what actually matters in a noisy world? That question led me to math. Ever since I was 4, I was the one kid at the family weddings who begged my relatives for just one more problem. And throughout high school, my passion for math furthered. I learned that what fascinated me most weren't problems about certainty, but about uncertainty. How do systems make decisions when information is incomplete? How do they avoid being misled by noise? And that's when I discovered Kalman filtering. Kalman filtering is a mathematical technique that tells you what's going on in a system in real time, even when the information you receive is incomplete. Picture this. There's a Waymo traveling in the city. It takes in the signals of the traffic, but also the birds chirping in the trees. It uses a Kalman filter to filter out the birds and focus on the traffic. Funny enough, our brains have a built-in Kalman filter as well. In this very moment, you're choosing to focus on me and are filtering out the AC perhaps in the background. As someone who experiences sensory overload, this reframed everything. I learned that filtering is hard and deeply human. This is something I researched the summer after my sophomore year. I researched Kalman filtering in noisy data sets. And this will be something I present for the MIT Media Labs in the future. But this research was never just academic. It was also deeply personal. Because my brain with misophonia was like a data set overwhelmed by noise, straining to find clarity. Just as humans need to filter noise in their own lives, AI has the same problem. AI systems are trained on massive, imperfect data sets, and they often face the same question I had in my own mind. What is signal and what is noise? In humans, bad filters can show up as anxiety, overconfidence, or even bias. But in AI, they shape what we see, what we believe, and also what opportunities we're shown. The challenge isn't just building more powerful AI. It's building responsible AI that understands the context for society. But we need to start sooner. We can't wait until others have already started, because we need to start building AI that matters. I started something called None the Shapers, a global youth-led community where students engage in ethical AI, math, and ethics, not on its own, but together. At None the Shapers, young leaders debate ethical AI, build projects, and question assumptions. We live in a world obsessed with certainty, definitive answers, perfect models, right or wrong. But the most intelligent systems aren't ones that demand certainty. They predict, they observe, and they update over time, just like we do. So perhaps, maybe we should not just eliminate the noise. Maybe we need to find better systems that are able to build better filters in our communities, in our technologies, and in our lives. If I've learned one thing from Kalman filtering, I'll say this. You don't need perfect models to move forward in life. All you need is the willingness to revise what you think you already know. In a noisy world, that ability to update, to predict, to look for the signal may just be the most important intelligence we can teach. Thank you.